The differential is rightfully considered one of the most crucial components of a vehicle's transmission. It enables the wheels to rotate at different angular speeds. The source of energy for its operation, as one might guess, is the engine. So what's so special about this automobile mechanism? Let's get to the bottom of it right now. The vehicle differential is responsible for distributing the torque received from the drive shaft between the wheels of the front or rear axle, depending on the type of drive. Its primary function is to ensure smooth wheel rotation without slippage. At first glance, this task might seem suitable for a regular gear reducer, but in practice, a simple reducer is ineffective when the driving wheels experience uneven loads. For example, if one wheel encounters an obstacle while the other moves on a smooth surface, the transmission requires a specialized mechanism that adjusts torque distribution based on road conditions. That mechanism is the differential. Like gear reducers, differentials can be installed in various locations depending on the vehicle's drivetrain. Front-wheel drive, the differential is integrated into the gearbox housing. Rear-wheel drive, the mechanism is located in the drive axle housing, often referred to as a reducer. All-wheel drive, the differential can be found either in the housing of one of the axles or in the transfer case. If the differential is absent or completely fails, the vehicle loses maneuverability. This was a significant problem for early automobiles, particularly trucks and passenger cars from the early 20th century, which struggled with overcoming obstacles and often went into uncontrolled skids. The first differentials were installed in Volkswagen vehicles, distinguishing them from American, British, French, and Italian cars by ensuring a more even torque distribution between the wheels. The core structure of a differential is a planetary gear system. It provides torque transmission and conversion. Unlike a traditional gear system, a planetary gearbox consists of 3 primary and several auxiliary elements. Its main advantage is the ability to change gear ratios and offer 2 degrees of freedom, making it suitable for automotive transmissions. The key components of a differential include half-shaft gear, housing, driven and driving gears of the final drive, satellites, planetary gears. The differential housing receives torque from the engine through the final drive and transmits it to the half-shaft gears via the satellites. The satellites function as planetary gears, ensuring an even distribution of torque between the wheels. Differentials are classified into symmetrical and asymmetrical types. A symmetrical mechanism transmits torque evenly to both axles, whereas an asymmetrical one distributes torque in different proportions. A symmetrical interwheel differential operates in 3 modes. Straight line movement, both wheels receive equal torque. Turning, the outer wheel, which is farther from the turn center, encounters less resistance and rotates faster than the inner wheel. Driving on slippery surfaces, one wheel may slip while the other loses torque, preventing vehicle movement. This issue is resolved by differential locking. If one wheel loses traction, a standard differential compensates by increasing its rotation speed, which can lead to the other wheel becoming immobilized. This situation can cause a loss of control in challenging road conditions. Differential locking can be full transferring all torque to the wheel with traction. Partial distributing torque proportionally based on road conditions. Locking can be manual, activated by the driver, or automatic, controlled by electronic systems that monitor driving parameters and engage the lock when needed. Since the differential is a complex mechanism operating under extreme conditions, it is prone to failure. The main signs of differential issues include increased noise while driving, knocking and impacts in the transmission, oil leakage due to damaged seals. One of the most severe failures is axle seizure, which can lead to dangerous driving situations. To prevent this, it is essential to regularly check the differential's oil level and condition, as well as monitor the temperature of the housing, normally 50 to 60 degrees Celsius. You can check the differential's condition yourself, put the vehicle in neutral gear, jack up the driven axle, manually rotate one wheel, the other should rotate in the opposite direction. If rotation is accompanied by unusual noises, the differential requires repair. The differential is one of the key components of a vehicle's transmission. Its main function is to evenly distribute torque between the wheels, ensuring vehicle stability, maneuverability, and off-road capability. Without a differential, neither passenger cars nor trucks would be feasible. Regular maintenance of this component helps prevent serious malfunctions and ensures safe vehicle operation.